What's good, everybody? Got an IT job, and I'm already avoiding people, and I'm gonna get right into it. So, just recently, just picked up a IT job, and it's part time, maybe a couple days out the week. I was referred to a friend, so to kind of put it in perspective, there's an app called Work Market, and it's essentially like a gig work for IT professionals. It may be some easy work. It may be some work that might be in scope, meaning that you can do it, or out of scope that maybe you may need a little more expertise to do it. But essentially, you can make a pretty good living off of Work Market, and it's some jobs that just pay like astronomical. Like, I mean, 1600, but you just gotta have all the proper equipment. But so I'm already getting on site and pretty much kind of filling everything out. And I said this go around, I wasn't necessarily gonna be too invested in people. And what I mean by that is kind of like just you know interaction definitely gonna be minimal. I'm just gonna be there for work. I'm not trying to form no work relationships, anything outside of that. And it's just to that point where I just want to protect my peace, due to a situation I had at another job where I thought a manager was kind of cool and whatever, and come to find out, he just kind of showed his true colors, you know, later on, But going back to the matter, so in IT, you kind of got strict rules. You and it's priority on various different things. So I guess the project manager, just out the gate, um, I was introducing my. I haven't yet introduced myself. I'm a little more reserved, so I can just kind of feel everything out. And he was talking to some of the guys that was there, and he said, "Hey, you." Okay. I said, "My name is Ben." What I'm saying? "What's your name?" And I'm just gonna call him Derek. He said, "I'm Derek, such and such," and I'm the IT, I'm the IT director or whatever, for the site. And I'm like, pleasure to meet you, whatever. But yeah, but my name is Ben. You know what I'm saying? And check it at the door. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody just calling you all out your name and hey you and this all that stuff, and it just kind of leave. It just kind of just leave room for them to just I say I ain't gonna say disrespect, but I would like to think people just got just decency enough to, like, you know respect people, and call them by their name, and not just be hey you. That's just mind blowing. But aside from that, it's just like right now I already kind of see like how this is going to be at this job, and so um he pretty much kind of giving us the rundown of the whole site, and what everything entails. Pretty much just resets, password resets, and like printers. Just troubleshooting various different things, just on site. It's just maybe just a couple days out the week, and no, I don't have no problem with that. But the problem I do have with the job is just like I'm just kind of looking around. I'm seeing like little clicks and various other different things. It's about a good maybe 10 of us on site. So it's a pretty nice sized building. So, we pretty much kind of get just dispatched as needed. So, anyways, I'm just really here to do my job. I'm not really here to like build working relationships. I'm 1099. I'm just not. We're not going down this road. I'm not trying to be a buddy, a friend, or a pal, or anything like that. I'm just here to work. And so I got this one guy. He's a little more reserved. He kind of like he give me like an emo kid vibes. He kind of like got like the dark the fingernails and the gauges and he got piercings and whatever and Matthew he said he pretty cool but I'm just I'm trying to fill people out so I know how to move and as you should too because if sometimes you could be at a new job and you kind of just getting there and it'd be weird because it seems like when you get there the job there's people at the job that been there for a while they kind of want to haze you or kind of break you in some type of way that is like the most frat boy type stuff I've ever seen in my whole life so anyway, I digress. But so I got Matthew and it's a few other people, and this is other two guys, other 3, 4 guys. They kind of cliquish and whatever, and they was just really trying to find out my background. I've pretty much been dealing with technology for like over the last 20 years. I done seen new and old tech going and whatever, and they just trying to like spark up conversation. I'm just really just giving them like one word, 2 word answer. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. You know, I know how to do that. Cool, cool. So right now, I'm just kind of really getting familiar with the software. It's like the trouble ticket software. So if anything that comes through, you pretty much kind of you can you see what it is and you just get fix it or whatever. So but I'm just really avoiding people now because I just don't want to get too invested or just try to be, you know, just try to figure out what's going on in people's personal lives. I just rather not. Just I don't care to know. And it's sad to be that way, but it's crazy because some people will get comfortable enough with you and I tell you like self disclosure it's a mud. It's a mofo. Cause I think people kind of give self disclosure to kind of see like if you're gonna go back and tell something that they said or something that happened in their personal life. So I just really at this particular job I'm avoiding it. I'm trying to avoid like just any potential nonsense, and I'm really avoiding people that really want to try to insert their dominance. I'm not playing games with you. I'm going over your head, and I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna figure this out because we're not playing these games. I'm 44 years old, and it's just crazy. And these people at these jobs sometimes they don't have no control over their own life, and they want to try to control yours and make yours a living nightmare. And it's like you gotta avoid it, man. You gotta nip it in the bud, and you gotta stop it. You gotta let them know that I'm just here to do my job. And then, luckily enough, I got my regular 9 to 5, but this job is just extra. Just extra, just to kind of, I'm trying to get a financial goal going, and you know, shoot, if they see this channel, I wouldn't really care for real. But like I kind of get a understanding on when people say like I avoid people now, and I'm definitely avoiding a lot of things that could potentially just kind of go, left, because at my last job, I was more or less invested in people and was really trying to, fit in. Right now, you don't have to fit in. You just got to go there, um, do your 10 or do your 12, and just collect your check, man. And a lot of times these jobs they talk about, and they was talking about culture, and I'm gonna get into that aspect too. Um, these jobs got to realize that okay, culture is one thing, but you as the manager create the culture. You create the working environment. You pretty much kind of like facilitate various different things in a working environment, you know, where it could be good or bad. If you kind of like making snide remarks and like trying to belittle people, that's a hostile work environment, you know, and other people will kind of feel like it's okay too. And so when these people talk about culture, man, they got to look at themselves because a lot of managers they are the culture creators. They create the culture. They facilitate all the stuff that goes on in the work environment. And then you know if they wondering why like people are quitting, you know, or not showing up for work or get burnt out. You know, a manager has to look at themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to talk. I ain't trying to say uh you know, tell a manager. I mean, but but this is like some thought provoking stuff. If you was a manager, if you see this video, and if you are a manager somewhere, you know, just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Think about how you would like to be treated. You know, outside of, you know, yourself, and that's the reason why some people just be giving up. You know, and I heard it was something on the news where they said like younger people are quiet quitting. Quiet quitting. I said that's a new one. I said people, you know, people they do quiet quit, man. They when they feel like they're being taken advantage of, you know what I'm saying? You know, and initially they come in at the job like all guns blazing and, you know, wanting to go above and beyond. Those days of people going above and beyond is like I think that might be over. You know, unless you got that particular person. And then I recognize another guy, man, and you know how you might see that one dude that might be at the job, excuse me, and they got snitch vibes, and that's the kind of vibe I get from him. He like it's like he the type of person that you don't want to do nothing around. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't want to be on your phone, looking at some videos, or if you like on your downtime, it just seems like you just gotta be busy around this dude. And it's he like one of them guys. You ever been at your job and you knew a guy that was a worker just like you and just kind of thought as themselves as a manager and they didn't necessarily have a leadership role or you know they don't control making schedules and whatever, but they perceive themselves as a manager, and it just I kind of get those vibes from them, and yeah, man, those are people that you should avoid too, and you definitely got to protect your peace, you know. And you gotta kind of let them know, man. Like, look, man, I appreciate the directive, but like, far as it goes, like you're not a manager. You are not a manager. I'm getting directive from Derek or whatever, or you know, for right now, you know, I'm in the learning stages. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. You gotta protect your peace now because people are literally like just out to attack your peace, man. They want to give you mental anguish. They want to just you know be negative, create negative situations. And this go around, I'm just not allowing it, and I'm not about to be too invested in people. You know, I definitely just gonna be like a resume builder. You know, it's definitely gonna be like a stepping stone. It's just gonna be something that I could probably add to my arsenal of things that I've learned over the years. And I think if you're going into a situation like that, I think most people should too. If you got a situation where you don't see yourself long term, you just kind of do everything to the best of your ability, attain all the knowledge you possibly can, and just kind of move on. Because you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's all experience. You know, with even with life, it's just life. You know, at a certain point in time in your life, you know, you see things and you potentially could see something happening. You can kind of forecast it. And you're like, you know what? If you're going down this path, this is going to happen. You know. So that's where I'm pretty much at with the IT job. 2 days a week. You know, I'm really protecting my peace this go around. I'm just not playing into like those social norms. I don't even know if that's an even good way to explain it, but I think with every person, whether it's just like IT or you just at a regular job, I think people shouldn't necessarily if you know if you know that you're not gonna be there for a long time, I think people shouldn't necessarily just be too invested, man, because once you start getting invested, man, it you know people try to draw you into the madness, and that's what I've really learned like over these years, man. People just don't have no control over their life, and they just want to make yours miserable, who's to say that that person or that male or female got something personally going on in their life, they can't control, you know, if they got a boyfriend that's like, or a husband that's like really messing up at home, or, they may have like other issues, a loved one passing or whatever, or just they just overall a mental person and don't want to seek the proper help, you know, getting like a therapist or just talk about their problems, to like somebody that's a licensed and they professional, you know what I'm saying, or can kind of look like direct you in the right direction, and people like and I ain't trying to be religious, like I talk to Jesus, but hey, respectfully, man, there are professional human beings, like it's like me and you, that can help you and point you in the right direction. And I'm knocking Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I'll be feeling like why do people say that, man? And not knocking nobody that's religious or whatever. Don't feel like I'm insensitive to people that's like really, religious or whatever like that. But I'm just saying, but just not being too invested and and them just seeking like help, and even if you like a manager or whatever, you know, to sharpen your skills, you definitely want to like, be a better person, you know what I'm saying? And say things in a way where people will be more apt to do it and not, avoid you at all costs, and I think and it's just not a way to just be deflect or just run or whatever. It's just all about keeping your peace, man, and not allowing to allowing people to like ruin like your inner peace, man. I think that's where a lot of people want is inner peace. They want some type of just consistent, just things would just flow nice. Just to kind of put it simplistic, things would just flow not nice, and there's not a ton of discourse and just a lot of just drama going on. And that's what I kind of hope to achieve. You know, you know, working at this job, and I'm just gonna see how everything goes, and I definitely would keep y'all updated. If y'all clicked on this video, like, share, and subscribe, and tell me about if it ain't necessarily IT, man. You ever had somebody at your job, or if you worked at a plant, or if you worked in any type of situation where the boss was kind of like trying to insert their dominance, or you just had that one guy that was literally trying to like be a manager, but he wasn't, really a manager, man. How did y'all handle that? You know what I'm saying? Leave some comments down below. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.